This was a battle of MVP candidates in Baltimore.
So you're telling me when you get a quarterback and you develop an offense around his talents and things like that, that he could be successful? Man, that's crazy.
But that's been the one thing that I think NFL coaches have finally warmed up to in recent years.
Finally.
If you're going to take the guy based upon what he does in college, the more you can simulate at the next level the offense that he was so successful in,
Sure,
the more likely he is to be successful at the next level. They've finally gotten away from this nonsense that you have to do something different. You got to jam the guy into an offense.
Make him play like Brady or Rodgers. No, he's not that. He's not the pocket quarterback like that. That's not what he does. So a good coach figures out an offense that works out because they were smart enough to go, oh, okay, yes, maybe he's not going to be like the quarterback that dissects you from the pocket all the time, which he's getting very good at, by the way. But they took advantage of it. They went, oh, man, his running and some of that is next level. Like, we've never seen anybody like this, and they're going with that. And I give the Ravens a ton of credit for that and having that vision.
They were 2-2 after 4 games.
Yeah.
They have won 6 in a row. And the first game in that winning streak came at Pittsburgh, that crazy overtime game where Mason Rudolph got knocked out on his feet and Marlon Humphrey saved the day by knocking the ball out of Juju Smith-Schuster's possession in overtime, giving the Ravens the opportunity to win the game. And then they barely beat the Bengals week 6. And at that point, that's when they found something more. The last 4 games, I think, have been very impressive. We talked earlier about not peaking too soon. Hopefully, for the Ravens' standpoint, they're not peaking too soon. But to go to Seattle and win by 14, beat the Patriots by 17, not step in a pothole against the Bengals, blow them off the field last week 49-13, and now I'd say the most impressive win of the year, a Texans team that was in first place in the AFC South, that was in position to shake up the top of the AFC if they had won yesterday in Baltimore. And you've got Deshaun Watson, who pulls a rabbit out of the hat all the time, just shutting him down and blowing him out. I mean, it was impressive. And, you know, the Ravens team is going to keep rolling. They've got some difficult games coming up. They've got challenges at the Rams. They've got the 49ers. They have to go to Buffalo, which won't be easy. Schedule softens a little bit after that with the Jets and the Browns. But the Browns already beat them. How can you say that? When the Browns have come into your building and beaten you, how can you say it's an easy win to go to Cleveland and beat them?
No, you can't.
And then the Steelers, week 17, who would love nothing more. If they're out of it, they would love nothing more to go in there and screw things up for the Ravens.
Sure. Well, we've seen the Browns. I mean, they're not going to be a pushover. The Browns have talent. I mean, they dominated the Steelers the other night, really. I mean, they dominated them. So they are dangerous, and we've seen when they play their best football, they can beat just about anybody. You said it. They beat the Ravens. The Ravens got their mojo going. They're the best team in football right now. They're playing at an extremely high level. They remind me, after that Sunday night win against the Patriots, I feel like they're like Mike Tyson in their prime, right? They're bullies. And once they start to get some knockouts and going, they feed off it. Like, okay, we're coming out for the knockout again this week. And I just feel like they're that way. They feed off of, we're the big bad team on the field. I mean,
all right, so who's their Buster Douglas?
Yeah, I don't know. Now, they got to hope they don't fall into a trap and go over to Tokyo and party the whole time and not train, okay? They can't fall into that trap and start reading their press clippings. If they stay on, though, they will win the majority of their games from here on out. I don't care who you put in front of them. But, Mike, to run for 263 yards as an offense on the Houston Texans, that was unbelievable. And, let's not forget, early in the game, they missed the field goal. They had a fake field goal they went for, too, right, and didn't get that. So their offense, kicking butt, defense, contained Deshaun Watson, confused their protection all game long. And, I mean, they're number 1 in your power rankings, and I think you're right. They're the number 1 team in the sport right now.
Last week, it was kind of by default that they were number 1.
Yeah.
This week they've earned
kind of
it.
put the stamp there.
Yeah, to beat a playoff team, a team that was 12-4 last year and that was in first place in the division so badly, you got to be number 1.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.